In the last video, we created this, or we finished this index.html.erb for our carts controller, and now we want to use it. Now to do that, I referenced this shopping cart tab that we have at the top here in our header, and I want you to change it. Now in our routes, we already included the resources carts, so the index is already available. So all we have to do is go to our shopping cart, change this to carts path. And that's literally all we have to do. So doing that will allow us to click on our shopping cart and it'll go somewhere. But right now, it's going nowhere because it's asking for this TRX orders path. And that's something that we haven't created yet. So why don't we go ahead and do that. So go back to our terminal and we will do Rails generate and controller, and it's called TRX orders. So let's go to here and TRX orders, and we don't need a helper, so no helper, and we don't need test framework, so no test framework. So doing that, we've created our TRX order controller with its view and its respective assets. So doing that will allow us to get that page running, but first we need to go to our routes. We need to do resources and TRX orders, and after this you will need to restart your root server. So let's just go ahead and do that. So after restarting our server, it should have captured the changes of TRX orders. So why don't we go back to our Google Chrome and we would refresh our page. And there you go, this is what shows up. But our proceed to checkout button is a little bit offset, and what we could do is we'll take care of that later, but let's just see if our edit button works. So let's just change this to 3. Now let's refresh the page. Okay, so the 3 is saving, so that's all good and fine. Let's click chicken breast. Now it brings us to a show page, which is fine. Let's click delete. Okay. No, we want to keep that on to see additional dialogues. So okay. Now the action destroy cannot be found in our cards controller, which is what we'll be doing for today. So let's flip over to our Sublime. Let's just close that off. And let's go to our cards controller where we'll define our destroy function. So we'll do a def, destroy, and end. So now that we have that, what we want to do is the function is actually really simple. So we want to delete the item from the cart. So the first thing we want to check is if the current org person is signed in, and then we want to do an else and an end. So if the current org person is signed in, what we want to do is we want to do cart destroy params ID, taking the ID of the item. Otherwise, if he's not signed in, we just delete the item from the cart. And after that, what we want to do is we just want to redirect back to the shopping cart. So that's all it is. So let's go back, refresh this page. Let's see if it works. Click delete, click OK. And now you can see that it's redirected with no items in the cart. And we go back to our project meal, search for chicken. Let's add 4. And then go back to our shopping cart, and there's 4 more items. So that's how the delete works. It's actually really simple. So that's all I want to go through for today. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up, leave your questions and comments in the comment box below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.